A biblical defense of the flat earth. The Bible and astronomy. When we look to the Bible for answers about the nature of our world, we find a model that contradicts modern secular astronomy. Instead of a spinning globe orbiting the sun, the Bible describes a stationary earth, unique light sources in the sky, and stars that are not billions of light years away but within reach of human observation. Let's explore the biblical evidence regarding the sun, moon, stars, and the heavens themselves. Contrary to what secular astronomers claim, that the moon merely reflects the sun's light, the Bible teaches that the sun and the moon are two distinct light sources. In Genesis 1:14-18, God declares that both the sun and the moon were created to give light upon the earth, and calls them two great lights, not a light and a reflector. The sun rules the day, while the moon rules the night. These are separate sources of illumination. Modern flat earth researchers have even tested this concept with infrared thermometers. These tests show that moonlight actually produces a cooling effect rather than a warming one, which directly contradicts the idea that it's reflecting sunlight. In shade, the temperature is warmer than in direct moonlight, something that would be impossible if the moon were reflecting the sun's heat. Instead, it behaves like a cold, light source of its own. Verses like Psalm 136, 7-9, and Isaiah 60, 19-20 further emphasize that the moon and sun are lights created to serve distinct roles, reinforcing the Bible's literal description over modern scientific interpretations. The book of Revelation describes a future event where the stars of heaven fall to the earth, just like figs falling from a tree, Revelation 6:13-14. If stars were as massive and distant as secular astronomy claims, many being larger than the Earth itself and light years away, how could they possibly fall to Earth? Such an idea is scientifically and logically impossible under the globe model. Some Christians write these verses off as symbolic, but there's no reason to assume the Bible is speaking figuratively unless the context demands it. Colossians 2:8 warns believers not to be led astray by philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men, and unfortunately, many Christians today rely more on the traditions of modern science than on the plain words of Scripture. It's also worth asking a simple question: how can we see stars that are supposedly trillions of miles away? Light doesn't travel instantaneously, and there's no practical explanation within modern astronomy that makes this possible. The simpler and more biblical conclusion is that the stars are small, nearby, and placed within the firmament, just as Genesis teaches. Some of the most compelling evidence for a flat earth comes from biblical prophecy. Revelation 1:7 states that when Jesus returns, every eye shall see him. On a globe earth, this is impossible. If the earth were truly a sphere, many people would be on the opposite side of the world, unable to witness his descent. Globe earth advocates suggest that Christ will be seen through technology, television or the internet, but that explanation falls flat. After the devastation of the 7-year tribulation, very few will have access to such luxuries. Even today, hundreds of millions of people do not rely on technology for information. The only model that makes this prophecy possible is one where the earth is a flat plane beneath the heavens, allowing all eyes to look up and see Christ's return from above. This raises another fundamental question. Where is heaven located on the globe Earth model? On a ball spinning in space, up means different things in different places. If you're in Australia, up points in a completely different direction than someone in North America. But on a flat Earth, up is always up, and heaven is truly above. Deuteronomy 4:39 puts it plainly. The Lord, He is God in heaven above and upon the earth beneath. there is none else. Heaven is above, and the earth is beneath, just as described. The Bible consistently presents a geocentric, flat Earth model with a unique structure of the cosmos. The sun, moon, and stars are not distant or metaphorical. They are real lights set in the firmament for signs and seasons. These truths are not just symbolic, but literal, practical, and observable. When we take God at His word, we find a cosmos that matches Scripture, not secular speculation.